What is up, everybody? I'm, of course, the one, the only, the Iron Man. No, I'm just the Joker of YUGIOH, representing the Legion, and today I'm coming at you guys with a deck-requested deck profile. So, on one of the last videos that this channel actually produced, it was, of course, by the legendary Bane of Yu-Gi-Oh! Himself, showing off his Goki Nightmare playing against the pure Sky Striker deck. One of you guys called Urbangula? Hopefully I pronounced your name right. If I did, please tell me that I did, because that gives me so much happiness. But you, man, you requested the Lunalight deck profile. So of course, guys, that is exactly what I'm going to be bringing you guys today. And hopefully everyone enjoys it, especially you, man. So here it is, without further ado, Lunalights in action and their deck profile. Let's just jump right into it, shall we?
Some men just want to watch the world burn.
Let the good times roll!
Okay, so here we go, everyone. This, of course, is my Lunalight deck profile. Of course, I unfortunately have to build it online because me and the Bane of Yu-Gi-Oh! Do not actually own any of the Lunalight cards in real life, unfortunately, or enough to actually build the deck in real life. And as much as I know that you guys love watching the in real life deck profiles a lot more because the deck just looks so much nicer when you actually have the cards. You know, hopefully you guys still enjoy these deck profiles when I do it this way. If you do, make sure to comment that down below. And regardless, you know, I always try to give you guys the duel videos at the end of these videos, because even though I can't give you guys the deck in real life, you know, more than anything, I just love showing you guys the deck in action. So if you guys just want to see the deck in action, make sure to skip towards that, or just stay tuned for that. But of course, without further ado, we're going to jump right into the list. Now, of course, you can see all my card choices, but also I'm going to get into the reason that I play a lot of these cards, and you know, why I chose to veer away from particular cards. And if you guys want to see a wackier version on this deck, because trust me guys, when I was building this deck, when I was playtesting it, I was trying to veer away from the wackiness. I was trying to keep it as consistent, fun, and you know, it may not be meta, but it can still put up a pretty decent fight, and that's why I came up with this build, and hopefully you guys do enjoy it. So to start us off, we're of course running the 1 BLS. The reason I play BLS is because it's an easy special summon in this deck. Every single monster is either dark or light, so it's easy to bring out. Now of course you can run 3 of these, but I chose not to because it came really cluttered when I run the 3. Then of course I am running triple Lunalight Wolf. The reason I play this is pretty simple. It's a pendulum monster, easily special summons cards, and plus, you know, you can just banish cards from your graveyard or the field to be able to go for some spicy Lunalight fusion monsters. Then of course we run the 1 Crimson Fox, is just another creeper card. Then of course, triple Blue Cat. Blue Cat is just absolutely fun. You know, it's just so beautiful being able to double the attack power boost once again. A lot of these cards is either power boost or being able to special summon the cards, which is what I love doing. Then of course we've got triple Chick. Basically Chick just gives you that polymerization back, so guarantee you can always go into your Panther as long as you've got another Lunalight monster in your hand. Then of course we are running triple Tiger. The reason we run Tiger is because, you know, it just brings back a monster from the graveyard. Once again, that gives you more materials to be able to go for your fusion monsters or your link plays, which is what you really need in this deck. Then of course I'm running double Butterfly. Butterfly is just so fun because you just banish this card from your graveyard. Then you can of course special summon from your hand. Triple Black Sheep, because Black Sheep goes into your polymerization. That was the main effect I used it for. And then of course triple Rabbit, because when it's summoned you get to special summon. So as you guys can already see and hear, you know, a lot of it's being able to special summon and going for those rapid plays. Then of course run double Lunalight Perfume. Now, I was actually thinking of running 3 of these, and then I cut it back to 2 because, you know, primarily, you know, I ended up going for the Monster Reborn in the end, because Monster Reborn is just so much more fun being able to take your opponent's monster and, you know, use it for yourself. It is a really troll play, and I can't help myself. And, you know, Lunalight's always great because you can run, you know, 3 of these. If you don't have a Monster Reborn, or if you don't want to run Monster Reborn, that's perfectly fine. Run 3 of these. I just opted for the 2 because, you know, you're not going to be using the discard effect too many times, and if you do, that's perfectly fine too. You know, you can discard, and then go, you know, adding, and then go into, you know, activate Wolf's effect, and there's some pretty nutty plays. But I still wanted to use that Monster Reborn because it is pretty essential in a lot of decks these days. Then of course we're running the triple polymerization because it's a fusion-based deck, nothing more to say. Double allure because, you know, the amount of darks in this deck is absolutely insane. Now, if you wanted to take out my next card, which of course is Pot of Desires, this is where I would go about doing it. Now, you can run triple allure, that's perfectly fine. Or if you don't want to run allure, put in triple Pot of Desires, up to you. Personally, I would go triple allure and put in a Lunalight perfume if you don't want to run Pot of Desires. That would be my option right there. Then of course we're running triple Tenki. Tenki just goes for a lot of your searches, which is what you really want. Double Fusion Recovery because being able to just recover a lot of your plays is absolutely insane. Double Instant Fusion because I just go right into my Thousand Eyes Restrict, take their monster, then go into my Link plays, as you'll see in the duel videos. One Monster Reborn and one Regeki for that board wipe, and of course just bring the monsters as I said before. Now with the extra deck, we're of course running double Leo, double Panther, double Cat, and those are the only fusion monsters. Now, I want to say right now, I did not bring out Leo Dancer once when I was playtesting this deck. So if you don't want to play this card, that's perfectly fine, but it is pretty essential and a pretty fun powerhouse card. I did mainly bring out Panther Dancer. The effect was just being able to attack so many times was really, really fun. I didn't have to tribute a card like I have to do with Cat Dancer. So primarily, yeah, my whole play was bringing out Cat Dancer, then using either Fusion Recovery or, you know, using the whole Tiger's effect, bring back a card, and use polymerization. Regardless, you'll see in the duel videos, guys. I pretty much use the same play so many times, and that's why there's only so few duel videos. But these are the main essentials. And then, of course, we run the one Hyperstar and the one Apprentice Witchling. Now, this card is so like the original artwork. If you don't know what I'm talking about, look it up, guys. Like, seriously, it's so close. I'll even show you guys. Apprentice. You see the difference? Konami making the artwork is, I should have done a talk about this, but I'm saying it right now. Konami is just absolutely terrible when it comes to artwork of, you know, trying to come up with originality. Because, really, look at that. It's nothing. They've done this so many times, it's so ridiculous. But I wanted to wait for these two cards to come out because they are really essential for this deck to actually function. And of course, we had to wait for Cybernetic Horizon. So once that came out, you know, I just thought, you know what? I have to make this deck, especially because one of you guys requested it. I just had to. It's what I love doing. So moving on with this deck, and you know, these two are just the power creepers. You know, you either go for the light one, you go for the dark one. They just help you with the plays. It's absolutely great. Moving on though, we of course have to play the Troymare engine. No, I know it's called Nightmare, but my name is Troy, so I just have to feel the joy of when it's still called Troymare anywhere. It's absolutely great. I run Troymare Phoenix, Cerberus, Goblin, and Unicorn. Basic generic ones if you're playing the Nightmare engine. You don't have to play it in this deck. Like, if you wanted to play, you know, the other support cards, you know, you could play the Brilliant engine, as I will talk about in a little bit with the side deck. But, you know, the Nightmare engine or Troymare engine, whatever you want to call it, it's just absolutely great. Phoenix destroys a back row, Cerberus destroys a special summon, Goblin gives you an additional summon, and Phoenix just returns one. It's just absolutely great. Then I, of course, run one Decode Talker. Basically, I run this because, you know, when I've got all the monsters on the field that if I don't actually have enough lights or I don't have enough darks, you know, it's just a nice fun card that I can bring out. 1000 Eyes Restrict and the one Underclock Taker just to power down their monsters, which is absolutely great. Now, of course, that's it for the main and extra. With the side, now this isn't actually the side for the deck. This is just some personal tech options I just wanted to add before I sign off, guys. So, with the side, I chose to give you guys, you know, a few ideas, you know. Ash Blossom, Droll, there are some other hand traps, Effect Veiler, Ghost Ogre, but these two are the main ones at this point. You know, Droll Unlock really does stop a lot of decks, and so does Ash. It really slows them down, and it's really, really fun. So, if you want to play them, and you've got to, you know, think about playing them, guys. Then, of course, I decided to also put in the Brilliant engine because this is a wackier version that I thought of. You know, I didn't want to build the deck right away unless you guys want to see it for the next Wacky Wednesday. God, that hurts my voice, and hopefully it doesn't hurt your ears as much. But, guys, I actually want to show you guys that deck. If you guys want to see it, make sure to comment it down below, request down. I'm happy to build it for you guys. But, you know, this is just absolutely great because, you know, the Brilliant engine is really great with this deck. You run so many light monsters that, you know, the amount of targets you can go for is absolutely great. You can pick, you know, your beautiful butterfly and then just use its effect, special summon. It's absolutely great, which is really, really fun. Or, you know, you just go for all the other ones that it's up to you guys. It's just really up to you guys. Or you just send it to use Wolf's Effect. Either way, you're just going into some awesome plays. But of course, if you're going to play this version, yeah, Decode Toolkit is of course essential because you're going to be going for more than, you know, the other plays, and there are no earth monsters in this deck otherwise. Then of course, I decided to put in Called by the Grave. It's also called Designated from the Grave. Up to you guys what you want to call it. This card mainly because Droll and Lock hurts this deck really, really bad. The amount of searching you go for is absolutely insane, so Droll and Ash can really stop this deck over. Then of course, Dark Hole for that board wipe, and the Solemn lineup, nothing much to be said on them other than, you know, it's just, this may be an OTK deck, it's not an FTK deck, guys. You can't win every single time with this deck. I'm not going to say that you can, but I'm saying, you know, there is a nice chance. It takes me about 2 to 3 turns to be able to win with this deck. If I'm able to win a little bit quicker, it's normally 1 or 2 turns, but that's as much time it takes me to try and win this deck. So, you know, Solemn Warning, the Solemn lineup can really help this deck. And if you guys want to run any of those choices or see my other version of the wacky version of this deck, make sure to request that down below and I'll be happy to build you guys that deck. But of course, guys, I've talked for long enough on this deck. This is the deck. I talked about all the reasons. Hopefully you guys didn't mind me talking about all the reasons. Hopefully you guys did enjoy it. And if you guys want to see the duel videos, that's about to come up right in a second. But of course, without further ado, I just got to sign off, guys. Hopefully you guys did enjoy this deck profile. As always, I want you guys to comment down below what you guys want to see next, what you liked most about this deck, or really whatever you want to say. As long as it's nice, that's what I love hearing. But of course, guys, that's it for me, guys. The Joker of YUGIOH signing off, and hopefully you guys do enjoy the duel videos which are coming at you right now.